Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his... String of good games going right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Jackson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete.
How the fuck does this happen? How the fuck does this happen? Are you kidding me?
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on third and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. Third and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Jackson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't. Do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. In motion left goes a tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the 1st quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Running left, it's Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. It's Jackson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Davis Price will try to pick it up, and he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Barkley, inside handoff, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flush to his right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he's going to go down again. Quay Walker drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah,
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the middle they go. Callahan, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Lawton. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And the ball is knocked out, and the Dolphins have got it. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the pass.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go, Rig, go. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
On first down, Callahan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Ready, crack all 80, Viking 18.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Reload, reload.
They'll run on first down. Lawton, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, They came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Lawton, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, Benjamin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down. Here's Davis Price. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, check that.
On first down, Lawton. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From the 31, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at it. So that challenge, a successful one. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after the... You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and... say, nice catch.
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And New York set to take the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another. Big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the run is Benjamin.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going long for Coates. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now out come the Giants.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with him.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They run it with Benjamin.
And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Getting toward the middle of the 4th quarter, and with that lead, they love runs like that.
And don't we spend a lot of time looking at the timeout situation, clock management, but it's really not going to matter much if they can't stop them. And right now, they're really struggling to get them on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This is Benjamin.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, Callahan, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Benjamin.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Now a give, right side. Lawton.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check out route.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Lawton. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for Miami, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.